Ziggity Zig starting up a new series, and this is because this is something that has actually been near and dear to my heart for a very long time. A number of years ago, I started becoming a competitive QWOP player, so this is going to be the beginning series of me sort of getting back into the training. It was a number of years ago that I was training, 16, 17 hours a day to prepare for the QWOP finals at the end of the year in Cleveland, which I was actually invited to, but I didn't make it past nationals in Hamilton. But regardless of that, I'm going to try to make it. And so this year is going to be the year we're going to make it to finals. We're going to make it to nationals. I don't think they're in Cleveland anymore. I'm not entirely sure. I'll have to check the wiki. But so I'm going to start the training now. Here's where the training goes. We're going 100 meters. For any of you not familiar with QWOP, there's the controls up the top. So you got the well, okay, that didn't go quite as well as I expected it to. But, oh, come on, reach forward. There we go. Oh, we got far enough to get the music. All right. So this is a game where you basically control. It is a very precise game of kind of nuances and trying to figuring out how best to use your leg muscles. And oh, okay, now I'm going backwards, so that's not gone so quite so well. And lurch. But this was developed actually as kind of a science project, if I'm not mistaken, for people to try to figure out how best to use their legs, muscles. That was a good hop. Oh, I was up on one foot for one moment. There we go, the wheelie burn. But instead, what it ended up being is kind of an internet joke. Oh, there we go. Now I can just kind of push off with my back leg. Oh, more pushing. Oh, I'm actually going kind of fast now. This is what's known as the knee rush, which in certain finals is not accepted as a. There we go. Oh, I almost got it. So you want to get your stride down, but the problem is the stride needs to be almost kind of slow. I'm a little bit off because I used to be able to get 100 meters in my sleep without even thinking about it, but apparently I've fallen off. So this is going to be our new probably five times a week series. We're just going to make long attempts, maybe about an hour, 2 hours a day. So an episode for about a 2 hour stint per day, Monday through Saturday, and then I think so that'll replace Hearthstone content, The Binding of Isaac run, as well as StarCraft 2, and then on the weekends. Darn. 12.4 meters. That's not so bad. Weekends. Saturday is probably going to be the looking at the entire week's footage and just trying to see if there's anything that we can glean from that thus far. So, whoops, on my face. Hey, I rolled over in the first way. So that'll be probably, well, let's see, if it's about 1 or 2 hours a day, that'll be somewhere between like 7 to 10 hours on Saturdays, and which is good because with all my videos that I put up, I can actually put up a 10-hour video, which is excellent. And then Sundays we'll look over some of the new stuff that's happening on the wiki, and any of the new tactics that are being used by some of the pros, like Amp Prozac and GG Realms, or some of the other ones that are currently running in that. Who is my rival, my Canadian rival at the Canadian Nationals? Ampus Balls 412. He's pretty good, but he's not really working within the community anymore. But oh, come on, because he actually got caught hacking the code somewhat, because it is just a flash game. But he was caught hacking it somewhat, and so he's not actually allowed to play in the nationals. That was a pretty good save right there. However, he is still working as a trainer and coach for some of the QWOP teams that are operating out of Upper Canada, not so much over here in the Maritimes, where we obviously, we have the best QWOP coach out here in the Maritimes, under the guise of Yellow Fox. So if any of you haven't heard of Yellow Fox, I'll try to link to some things down below. So let's see if we can make a good run of this one. Even though I am using the knee shuffle, and the knee shuffle is definitely frowned upon. And if Yellow Fox is watching this now, I have to say that I apologize, but it's how I'm gonna get back into training. So that's pretty good for now.